everybody. Okay, so because I separated the trials, I have to go by what the name is. And I also wanted to put the name in because you guys might not know the area I'm talking about because it's also known as the Appalachian High School. Um, I don't know trial, but it's like his dad. So it's a clunky name because okay, to be honest here, I thought that they were gonna try to convict or whatever the son first. So I don't know why they chose to try to prosecute the father first before the son. But I don't know, they must have their reasons. And as I said before, I try not to get into too much speculation on my channel. I just don't do that. So that's why I'm not going there either. Okay, so we're on day 10, and I might have talked about this before, so I'm sorry for the rehash. I'll try to get through it as quick as possible and get to the point. So, okay. Um, the defendant decided to take the stand in his own defense. I don't think it was a good idea. I was on the fence when I talked about it, but now I've solidified my opinion because it turned into a cluster F. And the reason I say this is because, okay, number one, he's the father, which means that you would think even if he was slightly involved in the child's life, he would know something is wrong, might be a little off. Okay, so if you're thinking about it from that viewpoint, then you say, okay, if he thought there was something wrong, why didn't he do anything to rectify the situation? Okay, turns out I guess he was trying, but I don't know if it came to fruition or not because the most damning piece of evidence for me was the Google search the father made that said help for troubled teen in Georgia. Okay, now that may not point completely to culpability on the father's part, but that at least tells me that you know that there might be trouble. Okay, so this goes hand in hand with my thinking of if you knew this, and this was the beginning of what your thought process was or is, then why would you give him a tactical vest? Okay, now for anybody who doesn't know, tactical vest is not your usual bit of attire. And it's usually used by people in SWAT, okay? Which is special weapons and tactics, which means you have to plan. This is a vest you wear when you're planning to do some stuff, some serious stuff. And the father gave the son this thing as a bonding tool, whatever, you know what I mean, to bond with his son. What the? Oh, okay. All right. So then you go, okay, that's a little odd. And then you might be saying, but do you have proof? Yes, I do. Two pieces of evidence that prove what I say. Number one, he bought it on a site and it has a list of everything you bought. And right on the list, tactical vest. And they show you a picture of it. Piece of evidence number two. The father gives it to the son. The son wears it, takes a photo of himself in it, and sends it to a friend of his. Seems clear cut to me. And I don't even have a law degree, but I got common sense out the yin yang. So, okay. Okay. Then, apparently, yesterday, they showed evidence, which I didn't get through all the testimony yesterday, of all the messages of what happened before the event happened, like a timeline. They literally show the whole timeline. So, yeah, I don't know. Not looking too good for him. Oh, and also I forgot this part until I just remembered. Okay. Another thing that's not good for the father when he testified is I don't know which side it was, but he said, "Look at all these text messages. What do you think it means? What do you think it means that he said this and that and the other?" And also, they went back to when the kid was in sixth grade, seventh grade, sixth and seventh grade, and they were trying to show a pattern of this kid was always in trouble. I mean, all the time. And don't give me that kids get in trouble sometimes. I mean, trouble. Okay. And also, he had some very interesting drawings. The kind of drawings that if a kid of mine was having those drawings, I wouldn't give him the kind of stuff his dad gave him, but that's just me. I mean, if you want to know what I'm talking about, you have to look it up yourself because I'm not talking about it on my channel. But let me just say it's really bad. Really, really bad. Okay. So it all points to I would, if I was a parent, which I'm not, I told you guys I don't have kids. Okay. But if I was, and my kid was showing all these signs and displaying all this stuff for me, I wouldn't do what this father did. I wouldn't do it. And I may not know a lot in the legal system, but like I said, I have common sense. And my intuition and all that stuff is ringing and going, I wouldn't do it. So, all right. Bye, guys.